She said at the party, "Ugh, I wish I'd come single, I'd be having more fun." Loud enough for everyone to hear. I said, "Let's fix that." Then I left. Her 47 missed calls that night when her ride home left without her. I, 29 male, took Madison, 27, to Austin's birthday party last Saturday. We'd been together 18 months, and honestly, things had been feeling off for a while. She'd been making little comments here and there about how I wasn't fun enough, or how I never wanted to do anything exciting. Translation, I had a normal job and didn't want to blow money at clubs every weekend. The party was at Austin's place. He's Madison's college friend, part of that group she's always talking about. The fun crew. They all have marketing jobs or work in social media, make decent money, and act like they're still in a frat house. I drove us there. My car, my gas. Standard arrangement since Madison's lease ended, and she didn't see the point in getting another car when I could drive us everywhere. Should have been a red flag, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Party was exactly what I expected. Loud music, people doing shots, everyone talking about their content and personal brand. I'm in software development. We don't really speak the same language, but I tried. Made conversation, nursed a beer, stayed near Madison. Around 10 p.m., she was 3 drinks deep and holding court with her friends near the kitchen island. I was maybe 15 feet away, talking to Austin's roommate about sports. Then I heard it. Madison's voice, loud enough to cut through the music. "Ugh, I wish I'd come single tonight. I'd be having so much more fun." Everyone in that kitchen heard it. Her friends laughed. A couple people glanced at me. My face went hot. I walked over. "Hey, can we talk for a sec?" She rolled her eyes. "Oh my God, Connor, I'm just joking around." Didn't sound like a joke. "You're being sensitive. Go get another drink or something." Her friend Isabel snickered. "Yeah, Connor, lighten up." Something in me just clicked off. That cold clarity you get when you realize you're done. "You know what? You're right." Madison blinked. "What? You should have come single. Let's fix that." I pulled my keys out of my pocket. "Have fun. Find your own ride home." Her eyes went wide. "Wait, what? You heard me? I'm leaving? You wanted to be single tonight? Congrats." "Connor, I was kidding." "Cool. Enjoy your night." I turned and walked out. Heard her calling after me, but I didn't stop. Got in my car and drove home. The whole drive, my phone buzzed non-stop in the cup holder. I didn't look at it once. Got home around 10:45. Finally checked my phone. 32 missed calls, 50-something texts. Still coming in. The texts were a progression. 10:13 p.m. "Connor, seriously, come back. This isn't funny. Everyone's asking where you went." I'm embarrassed. "Okay, I'm sorry. Can you please come get me?" Isabel left already, and Austin said he's too drunk to drive. Uber. It's calling in Ubers to get home. This is ridiculous. The Uber canceled on me. Another one canceled. "Okay, I'm really sorry I was being stupid. Plus answer." "Connor, I don't have enough battery to keep calling Ubers and my phone is dying." Some guy offered me a ride, but I did him and am scared. I stared at that last text for a solid minute. Part of me felt guilty. Most of me remembered her laughing with her friends while she embarrassed me. I texted back one line, "You wanted to be single tonight, figure it out." Then I turned off my phone and went to bed. Update 1. Woke up Sunday morning to discover Madison had, in fact, figured it out. She'd gotten a ride from Austin's neighbor, some girl she barely knew, who took pity on her around 1:30 a.m. Cost her $60 in gas money. But that wasn't the end of it. Not even close. Sunday afternoon she showed up at my apartment. I heard pounding on the door around noon. "Connor, open up. We need to talk." I opened it. She looked rough. Smudged makeup, same dress from last night, hair a mess. "Can I come in?" Not really in the mood for visitors. Her face went red. "Are you serious right now? You abandoned me at a party." "I left a party. You stayed. Big difference." "I didn't have a ride." "You told everyone you wished you came single. Seemed like you didn't want me there anyway." "I was joking around." "God, why are you being like this?" "Like what? Someone who doesn't appreciate being disrespected in front of your friends?" "Disrespected?" She actually laughed. "You're so dramatic." It was one comment. One comment that everyone heard. One comment your friends thought was hilarious. They were laughing because it was funny. You're always so serious. Then date someone less serious, problem solved. She stared at me. What are you saying? I'm saying I'm done, Madison. Done being your chauffeur. Done being the boring boyfriend you complain about. Done. You're breaking up with me over a joke? I'm breaking up with you because you don't respect me. The joke was just the final straw. Tears started forming. The waterworks. Right on schedule. Connor, please. I love you. I was drunk and being stupid. It won't happen again. You're right, it won't. Because we're done. But where am I supposed to go? That threw me. What do you mean? I've been staying here 4 nights a week. My stuff is here. Your stuff is 3 outfits and a toothbrush. Take them. You know I gave up my apartment because we were practically living together. Actually, no. She gave up her apartment because the lease ended and she didn't want to sign a new one. Said she was basically living with me anyway, so why waste money? I'd never actually agreed to live together officially. That was your choice. I never asked you to move in. Are you kidding me right now? Madison, you need to leave. Where am I supposed to stay? Not my problem. Maybe Isabel's place. Or Austin's. Or literally anyone from that party who thought your joke was so funny. She started full-on crying. I can't believe you're doing this to me. I didn't do anything. You made your choice at that party. I'm making mine now. You're an asshole. Maybe. But I'm an asshole who's not wasting any more time on someone who doesn't respect him. She grabbed her stuff, which really was just some clothes and toiletries, and stormed out. Slammed the door hard enough to rattle the frame. Felt weird after she left. Not sad, exactly. More like relieved. Then Monday morning, the real fun started. Got a text from her friend Isabel. You know Madison cried all night because of you, right? You're a jerk. Blocked. Got a call from Austin. Answered out of curiosity. Dude, what the hell? Madison's devastated. She'll get over it. Over a joke? You're really ending things over that? Did you hear what she said? Yeah, it was funny. You're being uptight. Cool. Thanks for your input. Hung up. Then came the Instagram post. Hudson posted a long story about toxic relationships and emotionally abusive men who abandon you for one mistake. Tagged it with about 50 mental health hashtags. Didn't respond. Didn't even look at it more than once, but apparently it got attention. Started getting DMs from people we knew. Some supportive, some asking what happened, some straight up calling me names. The best one came from Madison's sister, Peyton. She called Tuesday evening. You left my sister stranded at a party? In the middle of the night? I left at 10 p.m. She stayed, at a party with dozens of people she knew, hardly stranded. She had to get a ride from a stranger. She had to get a ride from someone at the party, after her friends all left. That's called consequences. For what? Making a joke? For publicly humiliating me, and then acting like I should just take it. You're unbelievable. She gave up her apartment for you. She gave up her apartment because she didn't want to pay rent. I never asked her to move in. She's been staying with me since Sunday, and she's a mess. You need to apologize. I'm good, thanks. You're heartless. I'm someone who finally stopped letting your sister treat me like convenience. There's a difference. She hung up on me. Wednesday, things escalated. Madison texted from a new number. We need to talk about getting my stuff back. You took your stuff Sunday. No, my actual stuff. The clothes at your place, my hair straightener, my laptop charger, the groceries I bought. I went and looked. She'd left maybe 2 more outfits, a hair straightener, and yeah, a laptop charger. The groceries she bought were a carton of almond milk and some yogurt cups, maybe $8 worth of stuff. You can pick it up Saturday, between 2 to 4 p.m. Let me know when you're coming. Can't you just drop it off at Peyton's? Nope. Why are you being like this? I'm not your delivery service. You want your stuff? Come get it. I'm not coming there alone. Bring Peyton. Or Isabel. Or Austin. Don't care. Saturday came. She showed up at 2:30 with Peyton and another friend I didn't know. I had everything in a box by the door. Opened the door, handed Peyton the box. Everything's there. Madison tried to look past me into the apartment. Can I just... No. Everything you left is in the box. What about the $200 I gave you for utilities last month? I blinked. You never gave me $200 for utilities. Yes, I did. In cash. Madison, you never once paid utilities or rent or anything. Peyton jumped in. She said she was contributing. Then she lied. Check your bank statements. Find the withdrawal. I'll wait. Madison's face went red. I can't believe you're being this petty over money. I'm not being petty. I'm being accurate. You never paid utilities. You never paid rent. You stayed here for free while complaining I wasn't fun enough. Because I was your girlfriend. You're supposed to take care of me. And there it was. The entitlement, fully on display. We're done here. I closed the door. Heard them talking outside for a few minutes. Lots of angry muttering. Then they left. Update 2. The week after the stuff pickup, Madison went scorched earth. First, she and her friends started leaving reviews on my company's public pages. Nothing directly about me, but stuff like, this company hires people with no integrity and would never work with a business that employs someone who abandons women at parties. My boss actually called me in, explained the situation calmly. He laughed. So your ex is mad you broke up with her? Essentially, and she's leaving fake reviews because of it? Yep. I'll have corporate handle it. Don't worry about it. The reviews got taken down within 48 hours. Terms of service violation. But Madison wasn't done. She started texting my friends, the ones she'd met through me over the past 18 months. One of them, Trevor, sent me screenshots. Madison, hey, I know we don't talk much, but I wanted you to know what Connor did to me. Madison, he left me at a party alone at night, and now he won't even talk to me. Madison, I've been literally homeless, staying on my sister's couch, and he doesn't even care. Trevor's response, Madison, I was there that night. I heard what you said. Connor wasn't in the wrong. It was a joke. Jokes are supposed to be funny. She'd sent similar messages to 3 other friends. All of them told her some version of the same thing. She blocked all of them. Then came the Venmo request. $450 with the note, for rent, utilities/food from the last month. I denied it with my own note, never agreed to financial support. She sent another one, $280, gas money for driving me everywhere for 18 months. Denied. You never offered to pay, not my problem. She sent a third one, $125, emotional damages. I screenshotted all 3 and posted them to my close friend's story with the caption, "The audacity." Got a lot of supportive messages, including one from her college friend Nathan, who I'd met a few times. Bro, Madison told everyone at Austin's party last night that you're financially abusing her by withholding her money. Just wanted you to know she's lying. Financially abusing her. By not giving her money she never had a claim to. The logic was impressive. The following Tuesday I got a letter. Actual certified mail from a lawyer. My heart sank for a second. Opened it. Read it. It was a cease and desist letter, demanding 1. Stop harassing Madison. 2. Return her property, unspecified. 3. Pay her $800 in owed financial compensation. 4. Remove all social media posts referencing her. I read it 3 times. Then I noticed the lawyer's name and firm. Googled them. It was one of those pay $100 and we'll send a scary letter services. Not a real legal threat. I ignored it. But I did call my own lawyer, my college roommate from way back, Dennis, who specialized in family law. Connor, you got a letter from an online legal threat service. It's worth less than the paper it's printed on. So I don't need to respond? Only if you want to waste your money. She's got no case. You didn't harass her, you don't have her property, you don't owe her money, and your social media posts are protected speech as long as they're true. So what do I do? Nothing. If she actually retains a real lawyer and files something, call me. But that letter? Trash it. I trashed it. Thursday night, Madison's sister Peyton called again. I almost didn't answer. What? You need to stop being stubborn and just pay Madison what you owe her. I don't owe her anything. She's broke. She can't afford her own place because you kicked her out. She didn't have a place when we were together. That's not my fault. You let her think you were serious about her. She gave up her apartment. She gave up her apartment because she didn't want to pay rent. I never asked her to do that. You let her stay with you. Yeah, as my girlfriend, which she apparently hated based on that comment at the party. She was drunk and being stupid, and I decided I didn't want to be with someone who gets drunk and disrespects me publicly. That's my choice. You're ruining her life. I'm living mine, she can figure out hers. You know she had to borrow money from our parents to afford rent this month? That's between her and your parents. You are such an... I hung up. Blocked the number. Friday afternoon, I got a text from Austin. Dude, Madison showed up at my place last night crying saying she has nowhere to go. I'm letting her stay on my couch, but you need to fix this. Nothing to fix. We broke up. She needs to figure out her living situation. You're really gonna let her be homeless? She's not homeless. She's staying with you. Temporarily. Still not my problem. Wow, real classy, Connor. About as classy as her telling everyone at your party she wished she came single. No response to that. Saturday evening, I was grabbing dinner with Trevor and 2 other friends. We were talking about work stuff when Trevor's phone buzzed. He looked at it and laughed. Yo, you're not gonna believe this. He showed me his screen. Instagram story from Isabel. A video of Madison, clearly drunk, crying to the camera about how she gave up everything for a man who threw her away over nothing, and how she was learning to love herself again, and how toxic men will show their true colors eventually. The video had hundreds of views. Comments were mixed, some supportive, some skeptical, some straight up calling her out. One comment from someone named Anthony. Weren't you the one who said you wished you came single at the party? That's what started this, right? Isabel's reply. That's taken out of context. Anthony, I was there. She said it loud enough for everyone to hear, including Connor. Wasn't taken out of context at all. Trevor scrolled down. More people from the party were commenting. The narrative was falling apart. She really thought no one would call her out? Trevor shook his head. Entitled people always think they're the victim, I said. The next day, Nathan messaged me. Madison got into a fight with Austin. He's kicking her out. Thought you should know she's probably gonna come after you again. Thanks for the heads up. Sure enough, Sunday night, doorbell rang. I checked the camera. Madison, Peyton, and someone who looked like their mom. I didn't open the door. Spoke through the camera. What do you want? Madison's mom spoke up. Young man, we need to talk about this situation. No, we don't. My daughter is in crisis because of you. Your daughter is in crisis because she made bad choices. That's not my problem. You will not speak about my daughter that way. Then leave my property. Madison started crying. Connor, please, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Can we just talk? We have nothing to talk about. I know I messed up. I know I said something stupid. But you're really gonna throw away 18 months over that? I'm not throwing anything away. You did that at the party. I'm just not picking up the pieces. I have nowhere to go. That's not my responsibility. You owe me. Her voice changed. Angry now. I gave up my apartment for you. No, you didn't. Stop lying. I stayed with you. I was your girlfriend. You're supposed to help me. I don't owe you anything, Madison. We're done. Move on. You're just like every other asshole guy. You use women and throw them away. I didn't use you. You used me. Free place to stay, free rides everywhere, free everything. And you complained the whole time. I'm done being used. Her mom jumped back in. How dare you? I ended the camera connection. Turned the volume off. Let them yell at the door for another 10 minutes before they finally left. Final update. It's been 5 weeks since the party. Things have finally settled down. Madison stopped trying to contact me after the doorstep incident. Heard through Nathan that she moved back to her hometown about an hour away, staying with her parents. Apparently, they're making her pay rent and contribute to groceries. She's not happy about it. Peyton sent one final text from yet another number. I hope you're happy. Madison had to quit her job and move home because of you. I blocked it without responding. But according to Nathan, that's not what happened. Madison got fired from her marketing job for too many unexcused absences. She'd been calling out sick when really she was just hungover or didn't feel like going. They warned her twice. She did it again. They let her go. The narrative she's spinning is that she had to leave town because I made her life impossible. But reality is, she couldn't afford to stay after losing her income and burning bridges with everyone who was letting her couch surf. Austin apparently told her she needed to find somewhere else to stay after she kept expecting him to feed her, drive her places, and basically fund her life. When he asked her to chip in for groceries, she called him cheap. He kicked her out the next day. Isabel distanced herself after Madison borrowed $300 for rent and then posted Instagram stories of herself at brunch and getting her nails done. Isabel asked for her money back. Madison said she'd pay her eventually. Isabel blocked her. The friend group basically dissolved over it. Half of them sided with Madison initially, but changed their minds when they saw the entitlement firsthand. The other half knew from the start she was in the wrong. Trevor invited me to a barbecue at his place last weekend. Ran into Nathan there. He pulled me aside. "Dude, I owe you an apology." "For what?" "For not saying something at the party. I heard what Madison said. Saw your face. I should have backed you up. Not your fight." "Yeah, but still, we all knew she was treating you like her personal chauffeur and ATM. None of us said anything because, I don't know, we figured it was your relationship. But watching how she's acted since you left, man, you dodged a bullet. Appreciate that. For what it's worth, everyone knows the truth now. She tried spinning it like you're this monster, but too many people were at that party. They heard what she said. They know she brought it on herself." Felt validating, honestly. Not that I needed validation, but it was nice to know I wasn't crazy. As for me, I'm doing fine. Better than fine, actually. My apartment feels like mine again. I'm not spending half my paycheck on someone else's lifestyle. I'm not driving across town 3 times a week for someone who complains the entire time. I'm not walking on eggshells trying not to be too boring. Been hanging out with friends more. Picked up running again. Actually have time and money for hobbies. Went on a date last week. Nothing serious, just coffee with someone I matched with on an app. We talked about books and travel. She paid for her own coffee. Didn't complain once about how I wasn't fun enough. Is it weird that that felt revolutionary? That someone could just be pleasant? Not make everything about what I wasn't doing for them? My therapist says I was in a pattern of accepting less than I deserved. That Madison's behavior was emotionally draining, and I normalized it because it happened gradually. The party comment wasn't the problem. It was the final straw of 18 months of being taken for granted. Looking back, there were red flags everywhere. The way she never offered to pay for anything. The way she complained about my apartment but refused to contribute to rent. The way she'd make plans with her friends and just expect me to drive her. The way she'd criticize me for not being spontaneous enough, while simultaneously expecting me to fund her spontaneity. I ignored all of it because I thought that's what relationships were. Compromise, sacrifice, putting up with stuff. But there's a difference between compromise and being a doormat. Took me too long to figure that out. The funniest part? She really thought I'd come crawling back. That the threat of losing her would scare me into apologizing and taking her back. That I'd be so desperate to not be alone that I'd accept being disrespected. Instead, I'm here. Single, peaceful, and actually happy. She's back home with her parents, unemployed, burning through her friend group and learning that actions have consequences. Some people might think I was too harsh, that I should have given her another chance, that leaving her at the party was petty. Maybe it was petty, but it was also the wake-up call I needed. The moment I realized I'd rather be alone than be with someone who didn't respect me. And honestly, being alone is pretty great. Got a text yesterday from an unknown number. Didn't recognize it. Opened it anyway. "Hey, this is Nathan. Madison asked me for your new address. I told her I didn't have it. Just wanted to give you a heads up that she's still not over it. Thanks, man. Appreciate the warning. No problem. Also, if you're ever down to grab a beer, let me know. You seem like good people." Will do. Blocked Madison's old numbers preemptively. Changed my social media to private. Not taking any chances. The way I see it, I'm not the one who screwed up. I'm not the one who publicly humiliated my partner. I'm not the one who expected someone to bankroll my lifestyle. I'm not the one who burned every bridge trying to avoid accountability. I just stopped accepting disrespect. And if that makes me the bad guy in her story, I'm fine with that. Because in my story, I'm finally the main character.